Hey, what's up? I'm doing a tier list. I don't know. Because I like doing tier lists and I have a problem. Um, but I'm gonna be doing a Disneyland rides tier list. As you see, we got quite a few tiers. And at the end, we'll be deciding what the best ride is. Obviously. Alright. So let's just get into it. First thing, I'm gonna get some of the ones that I'm not gonna rank off of here. So, Jesse, Inside Out, Zephyr, Jellyfish. I don't know what that one's called. So, first up, we have Space Mountain, which is pretty much an automatic guess. Like, duh. Like, you have to be stupid not to. No, but you know, it's just a good coaster. And, like, the music, banger, bro. That shit is fire. Anyway, I don't have much to say that 10 billion people haven't said about this fucking ride. Like, it's good. Everybody knows that. Okay, next we have a newer one. Millennium Falcon. And I'm gonna put it in fun. Cause it's like, I feel like it's the best the first time you go on it. And then like the second time, it just kinda like, it's fine. They need to add more like levels or something. But like, for now it's just kinda like the same thing over and over again. And it's like, it's not great unless you're a pilot. Otherwise you're literally not doing anything. You know, it's just boring. Next we have Pinocchio. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna put Snow White here too while we're at it. They're the storybook rides. They're fine. Like they're not my favorite. They're there. You go on them when you have nothing else to go on, or you have a tiny little child with you. But they're not bad. So okay is like the perfect spot for them. Peter Pan's gonna go into its own tier, called Overrated, because it has like a fucking hour-long wait, and it's not even that good. There's one good part, and people are like, "Oh my god, I love Peter Pan. I love it so much. It's not even that good, and it's just so long. It's not worth it. Like it would be a C if it wasn't like ungodly amount of time to ride a 1 minute ride. Like, it's so bad. Next we have Winnie the Pooh. That's another C tier. Again, same deal. I will say it's probably more fun than these because, I don't know, it's just more colorful and whatnot. Also, yeah. Just a little more fun. Okay, this one I might get kind of killed for. So, Splash Mountain is gonna go into fun tier. It's gonna go above Millennium Falcon, though. I'm not a big Splash Mountain fan. Like, I just don't like it that much. I don't know. It never really, like, wowed me, I guess. I don't know. People are probably gonna hate me for that, but, like, I just don't think it's that good. I think it's like fine at best. You know, it's just I'll go on it maybe once per trip and then I'm done. Like no more after that. I just don't like it very much. Although it did kind of start to grow on me, but I don't know. So maybe if I rode it a few more times it might go up a tier, but like as it stands, it's gonna stay in fun tier. Haunted Mansion. Okay, so we got Haunted Mansion. This one is gonna go in good because it is a good ride. It wasn't good. It wasn't open when I went most recently, but you know it is a good ride. I do think, yeah, I think that's about right. I don't think I would put it in S tier, because I don't think it's like the greatest thing of all time, but it's like, it's solid, it's fun, the music is good, you know, just a good ride. Alright, Jungle Cruise, this one's just probably me, and like, the one other Jungle Cruise fan, but S tier. Fucking love Jungle Cruise. Dude, I fucking love that shit. It's silly, it's goofy, it's funny. And it's funny and silly and goofy. And I love it. You know, the jokes are obviously bad, but that's what makes it fun. You know, it's just a vibe. Jungle Cruise is a vibe. And it's always short. The lines is always short too, which is great because people don't appreciate this ride enough, honestly. Especially with the new renovations too. This shit is goated. Okay, Tiki Room, the other Adventureland. Oh no, there's Indiana Jones. Okay, Tiki Room. Okay, next we got Tiki Room. This one goes in fun. Still above here. You know, it's just a place to chill out, man. You know, like drink a soda or fucking coffee or whatever. I don't give a shit. Eat Dole Whip. I don't fucking like that shit, but some people do. So a lot of people do. Yeah, it's you know, it's a little show, and you know, again, fun music, which is like the whole thing. So I guess it achieved this goal. I wouldn't go like, it's very good and you have to go on it. It's more like, you got some downtime, maybe you have like a snack or something that you're trying to finish, go to Tiki Room or something, like, just because they let you eat in there too, which is nice. But yeah, you know, it's a vibe. It's a vibe, bruh. Alright. Big Thunder, baby. Okay, so Big Thunder Mountain is also gonna go in S, or magical tier. This one is another one of my favorites. I love this one. I love the wildest theming. I love the guy at the beginning. It's wildest, the wildest ride in the wilderness, or whatever. I like that. Like, I like the animals. I like the set pieces. They're also fun, right? And it's a fast coaster, and it's not too intense. And it's just like it's probably the best first coaster to do, other than like Gadgets, you know, out of the Disney rides. And it's, you know, still good compared to all like the maybe slightly more intense ones. Anyway, just love this ride. Love it. Alright. Okay, we're gonna do Small World next, because I don't want to do multiple coasters in a row. Small World? Nah. Above Pinocchio. Yeah, we all know Small World is kind of mid. It's repetitive, it's kind of boring, grating on the ears and the mind. The little people are kind of creepy. They have weird mouths, I don't like it. Yeah, it's just so whatever. Alright, we can do, okay. So Indiana Jones, when you can ride it, it's a good ride. Most of the time it's broken, but it's fun. You know, there's like the cool cave thing, which is awesome. Like, it has a unique ride vehicle. It's not exactly like a thrill ride. It's more like just a really cool dark ride, but it does break down a lot. It has a long line. I wouldn't say it's not worth it, but like it definitely is if you haven't been on it. But if you like have been and don't really feel like going on it, like don't. Right? It's like 'cause the line's gonna be like 50 minutes. It's just like if you and like yeah, it's just I think that's a good spot for it because it's like it's not exactly like my favorite ride, but like I like to go on it. But like if I didn't go on it, I wouldn't be like sad about it. You know? All right, we're gonna do Nemo. Fuck Nemo. That shit is ass. Claustro- Claustrophobia simulator. Like, just it's not even like good. It's boring. You know, it's for tiny kids, but I don't know why you want to do that to a child, bro. That shit is an underwater coffin. Honestly, like Jesus. Okay, maybe that's a bit over dramatic, but still, like it sucks. It sucks. They should get rid of it. I want to see it gone. All right, gadgets. So, gadgets. Go coaster. It's the baby roller coaster. So it does that very well. It's pretty basic, one loop. Like it's not, or it's very small, obviously, and it's pretty good. I would put it at the top of here just because it's probably the most fun out of these ones. But yeah, I think it could maybe use a little more something. Like it's very, at least the last time I went on it, which was a while ago. I know they did something new with it, but like I think they kind of did a retheme, but not quite. Um, yeah, but it's like kind of boring to look at. It's fine. it's fine. Autotopia. Also gonna go in not very good. It is boring. It is just like so outdated. Like it takes up a humongous amount of space for no good reason. And then like I swear this has like a greater carbon footprint than fucking Taylor Swift, bro. Like, dude, that shit smells like diesel. Like, it's awful. Yeah, no. Bye-bye. Please tear it down. Like, it's just taking up so much space. Okay. We got another basic ride. Astro Orbiter. I don't care about this ride, like, at all, but, enough to put it on this list, I guess. Honestly, I'd probably put it, like, at the bottom of okay. Like, it's just a spinny ride, whatever. Same with Dumbo. Like, they're the same. Except this is probably, Astro Orbiter is probably a little better. Think it's faster? I can't remember. I haven't been on it for a while. I haven't been on Dumbo for a while either, obviously, but like, you know, those are baby rides for babies. Okay. Rise of the Resistance. Ooh. Rise goes in S. Or is it right? Yeah, okay, it's Rise of the Resistance. I'm not crazy. Rise of the Resistance goes in S because it's awesome, and I love Star Wars, and I know it's sequel trilogy, but I love Star Wars, and this is sick as fuck. the stormtroopers, the giant. I don't know if the new AT-ATs have different names. Kylo Ren, Like, it's just so cool. And like, it's so immersive too, man. Like, so much detail went into this ride. Like, I just have to appreciate it, man. As a Star Wars fan, I have to put in S. Okay, Carousel. Again, another just whatever. Like, I know it has history, and some people are like, you gotta put it high because of that. I'm like, what? No, it's a carousel. Like, come on, guys. The history doesn't really make it better. It's just a fun fact, right? Oh, this is what inspired Walt Disney to make this. It's like, that's a fun fact. That doesn't make the ride not a carousel. It's a carousel. I put it below Dumbo because it's literally not even like a unique carousel. It's like the most generic carousel that has ever carouseled. So it goes bottom of okay. That's where it should be. Okay, Casey Jr. Yeah, no. Dude, it doesn't make any sense. It's not even really a ride. Like, I don't what's the point? Um like, I just don't get it. Um it's a small tiny train, like, and it's kind of fun. Like, I'm sure it's kind of fun for kids, but it's like, it's not even the best train. And then it's like, the best part is when it just goes through the storybook ride, and like, might as well just ride the storybook ride. It's just better. I feel bad for any parent who has to get crammed into those cages. It's like, what are we doing? So, okay, we're gonna do Matterhorn next. Next we have Matterhorn. Um, this one I'm gonna put in. This one's actually hard. Because it's either top or fun or bottom of good. We'll be nice. We'll put it at the bottom of good. Um, yeah, it's fun, right? It's a pretty basic roller coaster. It's not like anything crazy. It's very bumpy. Um, it's it's got a few fun things in it, but overall it's just like all right. But it's like fun enough. I guess I'll put it at the top of fun. Actually, no, I changed my mind. Okay, yeah, that's how I describe it. It's like, it's good below Splash Mountain. It's good, but it's not like a must do. It's like, it's fun. Yeah. Okay, now we have fucking Canoe or whatever. Not very good. Like, fuck that shit. Like, I don't want to work to, like, why? I don't want to have to row a boat at Disneyland. Like, I already have to walk around everywhere, man. My arms don't need to be sore as shit, too, man. Like, why? Anyway. Okay, so next we have the Mark Twain, which is gonna go in okay, because it's a boat. I will put it above the carousel. No, I won't, because it's a boat. But it's not like you really see anything that cool. At least, I don't remember anything that cool happening. It's just a boat. You ride around. It's whatever. It's there. Definitely not something you have to do. Okay, next we have Pirates. Pirates, I love Pirates. But would I put it in S? I don't know. I think I'll put it top of A. I do think it's better than Haunted Mansion. I do think that. I think it's a very easy thing to go on a lot of times. It always moves fast. Like, has the fun music, the cool visuals, especially a lot of like the newer stuff that they've done. But like, yeah, it's just fun. I think it has one of the most one of the most cohesive stories in a dark ride. Like, a lot of the better ones do, obviously, but like, you know, it's just a fun time. I could go on it like 10 times in one day. Like, it's so easy. Okay, next we have the treehouse. Newly renovated. Into it, it's a treehouse. I would put it above the carousel. Because it's kind of interesting. I do not know if I like it better than the Tarzan one. Like, I think I like the outside better, but it's just like the inside is kind of just more boring. Like, the little animatronics are fun, but you know, it's at the end of the day, it's like a little treehouse you walk through. It's not anything crazy. Next, we're gonna do Grizz is S tier. I love this ride. I love it. I would ride this if it was snowing. Like, I don't care, right? It's like, I don't care if it's cold. I don't care if it's raining. I mean, if it's raining, I'm already wet, so like, who cares? But like, it's just so fun, you know, getting splashed around, and then it's like just a pretty decent thrill ride, and I love the nature vibe. It's fun. One thing I will say, if you wear a poncho on this ride, I hate you. If you wear a poncho, that takes out half of the fun of the ride. You're not experiencing the ride properly. I just want to get that message out there to those who insist on wearing one. If you want to ride the ride with a poncho, then why ride it? It's not like that good without like the possibility of getting wet. Anyway. I mean, it's just like... So, we're gonna do Web Slingers next. And it is also gonna go in fun. Lower than Millennium Falcon. There are plenty of shoot 'em up rides. You know, little blaster rides like this. This is probably the worst one, if I'm being honest. Probably the best technically, like in a technical sense, right? Like where the visuals and the technology is probably better, but like the actual ride itself is just alright. The theme is alright, right? It's Spider-Man, and it's fine. Okay. Next we have Incredicoaster. Easy S, right? It's the most intense coaster in Disney, or Disneyland, Great California, whatever. You know what I mean. But, you know, I think the theming, I remember it being a little bit controversial, but I kind of like it, right? I think it makes the ride more visually fun. I think it makes it way cooler at night, especially, right? When you have, like, the glowing tunnels and stuff, and it's like, that's cool. And I like listening to the Incredibles theme while riding the ride. That's fun. But I mean, it was always a good coaster. Like, I think the Incredibles theming just added to it. So, you know, it goes right there. Okay. Next, Radiator Springs. I'm gonna put it in good. Okay, I'm putting it good because I don't know. I don't know how people feel about this ride. Do people like this ride a lot, or are they just like okay on it? Well, I mean, it has long waits, so I guess it must be. But I think that's also just because it's the most accessible in California Adventure, so roller coaster in California Adventure. But the ride maybe a little has that Peter Pan thing, but I would say it's more of a must ride than Peter Pan. It's kind of like a decent dark ride into a short little fun like coaster, uh, which put together, it's a pretty good like little ride. I do think the wait times do not justify how good this ride is, but you should at least go on it once because it is like fun. And okay, now we have Mater. I do not give a shit about this ride. It's so boring. I don't like it. And I don't like... Isn't Mater singing? I can't remember. I haven't been on that ride forever, for obvious reasons. I know what we're going to do. We're also going to put the other cars right there. They're both just whatever. They're so interchangeable to me. I would say I probably like the Luigi's one more. But like it's just like what's better, like plain bread or sliced plain bread. It's like, who cares? It's fucking bread. Alright, we have the newest attraction, Runaway Railway. EDS. I love this ride. I got to go on the Disneyland version for the first time the trip I went on. So, it's just a really cool ride. I know a lot of people don't like the new Mickey Mouse droids. I do. I like having it based on that, Do I think it would be better if it was like classic Mickey? Not really. Like, I think it would be like about the same. I think it's funny. I think it's inventive. And I think it's at least going on more than once. Because I feel like even though being in the back is kind of a worse experience, you still get to see stuff that you don't if you're in the front. Right? So if you can do one in the front and one in the back, I would recommend it, because it's just like, if you have the time, right? I wouldn't say go on it if you don't like have the time, or like go on it twice if you don't have the time, but like, it's probably my favorite dark ride. Is that what it is? I don't know. Whatever. Like, of that type of ride where it's just like Haunted Mansion, Resistance, whatever, all that stuff. But yeah, it's just fun. Catchy music, good animation, a really good queue. Like, the queue is awesome, and so is the beginning of the ride, or like how you get into the ride itself. So definitely putting that in S tier. Alright, next we have Goofy's Sky School, which is gonna go in fun, because maybe above Millennium Falcon, above Tiki Room. No, yeah, it goes right there. I think it's, again, a more like beginner friendly roller coaster, if you will. It's a little more intense than Gadgets. I would say it's more fun as a roller coaster than Gadgets, and it's more visually fun because at least you get to stare at like Pixar Pier, where Gadgets is kind of stuck in the corner of Toontown, and you can only really see like the cliffs. So, but also, you have a bunch of like fun little visual things in there, and it goes really fast. So, it's whatever. But I would put it right there. Like, it's fun. It's not a must-do. But, if you want, I would recommend it. Okay, next we have Midway Mania. This is an easy S. It's the best of the, you know, gunner rides. I don't know what they're called, but it's the best of those easily. Right? I'm not even gonna lie. It's just the best one. Yeah, it's a fun game. It is usually pretty long for lines. Last time I went, the most recent time I went, it wasn't, but you know, usually it's like an hour. I don't know if it's still like that. Maybe it changed, but I would say it's worth it because it is just like a fun experience, and I wouldn't miss out on it. So, easy S. Okay, I forgot to put the swings there. Alright, so next we have Soarin' Over California and Soarin' Over the World. Okay, we're gonna make a new tier for Soarin' Over the World called Fuck You. Alright, you got rid of my precious Soarin' Over California, which is so much better, and they brought it back recently, and I wish they would keep it, because it is so much better. But, like, Soarin' Over the World is so stupid. Like, the actual, like, 4D thing that it has is way worse on Over the World. Like, nothing is real. It's like all CGI bullshit. You know, it's like the transitions are nice, but like if you updated Soarin' Over California, it would be better. Plus, I'm in California, bro. It's a cool thing. I'm in fucking. I know they want to make it more universal, I guess, but it doesn't make it any less cool. California one's really cool. The other one is like, look, it's the Great Wall of China. It's like I could look that up on Google Maps. I'm not seeing anything new. Like, what the I mean, it's just... Anyway. Next we have Roger Rabbit. I'm also gonna put this one in fun. I'm gonna put it above Tiki Room. Below Soarin', I think. Yeah. This is one of the more fun, like, dark ride things. I like it a lot. I think it's, I don't know if it's longer, but it feels like more worth my time, right? It's just like, if it has a long line, it feels more worth it to wait it for it. Plus it's fun, it's unique. I love Toontown. Fucking love Toontown. It's also not just the movie retold completely, so that gives it extra points. There's a lot of fun visual stuff in there. Like, it's just solid. It's fun. Alright, Monsters Inc. It's okay. I think I would put it like above Pinocchio. Maybe I'm gonna say below Small World, mostly because that shit, like, on a hot day, this ride is actually pretty good to go on, because that shit is an icebox, dude. It could be negative, like, 20 degrees or whatever, and this shit will still be colder than it is outside. That shit is freezing. Why is it so cold? But also, it's just fine. Like, the animatronics are so mid, I guess. Like, they're just not very good. But and like, the ride is fine itself. It's like, it's fine. I think the queue's kind of fun. But yeah, it's just Okay, next we have Storybook Land. I would probably put this one, I'm gonna say below Winnie the Pooh, above Snow White. No, maybe below Snow White. No, maybe above Snow White. Maybe above Winnie the Pooh. This one's fun. No, below Winnie the Pooh. I think Winnie the Pooh's better. But, okay. So after that, bit of being not sure of where it goes, I think this is a pretty good spot for it. It's not like the most exciting ride, but it, you know, you get to look at a bunch of cool little miniatures. It's not, usually the wait isn't too long. Like, if you go on it during the fireworks, it's fucking awesome. um, yeah, and it's like a bunch of little models. You get to look at a bunch of little fun models that they made, and that's basically it. But I would say it's more entertaining than like Snow White, which is just like, again, a retelling of the movie. Like, who cares? Okay, Mr. Toad's. Okay, Mr. Toad's, the fucking hellspawn of Disney rides. It's gonna go, you know what, at the top of okay. That shit is easily the most interesting of the Fantasyland storybook rides. Like, it's so weird and dark, and it's like, why? But it's like just awesome. I'm so glad it's there, you know? And it's always short, because nobody ever wants to ride it. For some reason. Honestly, this doesn't get enough love. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, next we have Buzz Lightyear. This is like the in-between. I'm gonna put it above Millennium Falcon, below Tiki Room. This one's fun. I do think it's more fun than like Web Slingers. I think it's more fun to have like an actual like thing in your hands and not have to just like sling your wrists constantly. It's I don't this ride only frustrates me because sometimes it's kind of hard to tell where you're shooting, just because of like one, the gun is fucking huge, right? But also two, like it just has this little dot that appears for a second. And last time I went, my gun wasn't making any sounds, so I couldn't actually tell if I was hitting anything, which is like the one way you know you're actually like how like the one thing you can kind of orient yourself around. But it's just like I don't know what like I don't know if I'm hitting anything. Like it's just but yeah. I like it. I wouldn't say it's like you have to go on this one, but it's fun. Again, the wait times are usually not too bad. But if they are long, don't go on it. It's not worth it. Okay, Star Tours. I'm not a huge Star Tours fan. I never really cared that much. I am a Star Wars person. Star Tours has never been like that great for me. I'll play it like the top, near the top of okay. It's just like whatever. You know, you go watch a screen. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, last but not least, we got the train, the OG, it's still there, and I fucking love it, and it's good. But I'm not gonna put it in S. I'm not delusional. But it's awesome. It's chill, and it has dinosaurs. What's the hate? You know? What's the hate? It's fucking awesome. Alright? You know, you can get around and you can have a fun time. Or you can just chill on it and like sleep or something. You know? That is definitely something you can do. So, it's fun. It's good. Alright. And now, it's time. It's finally time to decide the winner. Well, I guess it's not a winner, but the one that I think is the best. And, if you know me, you might already know this answer. is fucking Jungle Cruise. I fucking love Jungle Cruise. I cannot express to you how much I love Jungle Cruise. I don't know why. Like, I don't think it's like the best ride objectively. Like, it's clearly not, but it's so corny and it's so fun, and I love it, and I love the safari angle, and it's like, it's just so awesome to me. I just love it. I just love it. I love it. Okay, so this is my final list. You know, tell me what you hate, what you don't hate. I don't care. Tell me if you hate me, or if you think I'm an idiot, or if you think that I'm awesome. But only tell me that I'm awesome. And like, subscribe, and whatever.